Sure.
I think we're in the exact identical spot as the Dolphins were last year. I don't know when Miami signed Ryan Fitzpatrick, but they had Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
At that point, they had tanked for Tua all of 2019, so they had talked themselves into it.
Yes.
Now, here's what Miami could have done. They had Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was simply Tua light, if not better than Tua. Or the same. They're like the same person.
Yeah.
Now, Jalen Hurts went at pick 56 to the Eagles.
Yes.
And Miami had the pick number 39 in the second round.
Yes.
What Miami could have done, which they're trying to kind of do this year, they could have taken Jerry Jeudy at number 5. He was the best receiver on the board. You could have explained that pick. I got the best receiver at 5 and taken Jalen Hurts, pick 39.
Right.
You could have gone the offensive weapon first, and then you could have gone the quarterback second round.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 49ers are in a similar position this year, and they need to take note of sometimes it does make sense to take the weapon first and the quarterback second, especially I know Miami had extra picks, so they're accumulating first rounders. So if their quarterback doesn't work, they're constantly in this, let's take the quarterback the next year. The Niners aren't really in that, but I think our quarterback room is better than the Dolphins quarterback room. So I think that if the Niners want to look at it and say, let's go Pitts first and Mon in the second, they can just look at Miami and think, did they do the right thing in taking Tua first instead of taking Jalen Hurts in the second?
I'm getting a flashback to our childhood too, when I think it was 2000. I think the Chargers had the first pick and traded down. Am I wrong? They had the first pick and traded down. The Falcons traded up and took Mike Vick. The Chargers I could be wrong. I think the Chargers traded down and took LaDainian Tomlinson. And then in round 2, they took Drew Brees. So kind of what you're saying. You take the weapon first sometimes. If you know that weapon is going to be a Hall of Famer like LaDainian Tomlinson or Kyle Pitts. Yes.
Yeah. And last thing, final pin in my tinfoil hat.
Love it.
When I started this whole, it's going to be Kyle Pitts because it's, think like Kyle Shanahan thinks, and he wants a positionless offense. He wants to dominate the middle of the field. He doesn't want to make his quarterback attempt difficult throws. He wants everything to be perfect around the quarterback, and he's going to be able to get the most out of guys that weren't first-round talents. Mm-hmm. The final pin in my hat is that during the press conference, when all the reporters are asking Kyle, how does, you went up to number 3. It's clearly going to be for a quarterback. Can you try to explain it? And the reporters kind of talked him into it being a pick at number 3, and he had to kind of talk, give answers as to why it's going to be a quarterback at 3. But what he said was we had to be comfortable with 3 guys when we moved up to number 3. Last pin in my hat tells me they moved up for Kyle Pitts, and the 3 they needed to be comfortable with were Mon, Trask, and Davis Mills. They knew that they needed to be comfortable with those 3 guys because they're moving up from 12 to 3 for Pitts, and that they're either going to have to wait till the second round for one of those 3 guys who they knew weren't first-round talents. One of those 3 were going to be at 43, or traded back up into the first. But in them saying we needed to be comfortable with 3 guys, it was never Mac, Lance, or Fields. It was actually the light versions of those. Kyle Trask being the Mac Jones light. Yep. Kellen Mond being Trey Lance light, and Davis Mills essentially being Justin Fields light.
Sure. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That works. Yeah, I like that. Hey, I hope for the 49ers' sake and your sake that you're right. Because people don't know, Adam put a little wager on the Niners taking Kyle Pitts. Didn't put a ton of money on it, but it pays good. You should get.
I found another offshore online one that that had even better odds. So we'll.
Hey, man, I hope you win, man. I'll be so happy for you if they make this pick.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate you doing this today.